The Midnight Escape. This story, though set in a distant past, feels timeless. It centers on two petty thieves from a small village. One night, fate, or perhaps karma, landed Jay and Veeru in the same police station, caught red-handed and locked together in a temporary cell. They were to face a judge the next day. With nothing but time on their hands, Jay and Veeru began talking. As the night deepened, their conversation turned philosophical. Jay, a firm believer in karma, argued that one's actions determine their future. Veeru, however, was convinced that destiny is unchangeable, regardless of one's efforts. Their debate continued long into the night, filling the quiet cell with their contrasting views. As crickets chirped outside, Jay's mind buzzed with thoughts of escape. He inspected the cell, noting the walls seemed weak. If he could dig through them quietly, freedom might be within reach. His eyes fell on his necklace, which held a long key, his lucky charm. "Veeru," Jay whispered, "I'm going to try something. If it works, we could be free by morning." Veeru, too tired to care, replied, "Do whatever you want, Jay. If we're meant to escape, it'll happen." Determined, Jay set to work, using the key to scrape at the wall. Veeru occasionally stirred, watching Jay's progress through half-closed eyes before drifting back to sleep. Hours passed, and as dawn neared, Jay had carved out a hole big enough to escape. His heart raced with triumph. Just as he was about to crawl through, Jay thought of Veeru. Despite their differing beliefs, they'd formed a bond. He couldn't leave him behind. Jay gently shook Veeru awake. "Veeru, wake up. Look, I've made a way out," Jay said, pointing to the hole. Veeru's eyes widened in amazement. "You actually did it. Let's go." They slipped through the hole and into the cool pre-dawn air, running until the prison was a distant memory. At last, they stopped by a riverbank, panting and laughing at their successful escape. Jay, catching his breath, said, "You see, Veeru, I told you, actions determine our future. I worked all night, and now we're free. If I hadn't acted, we'd still be in that cell." Veeru thought for a moment, then smiled. "You're right, Jay. Your actions freed us. But I still believe in fate. I did nothing, yet here I am, free just like you. It was my destiny to escape today." Jay chuckled, shaking his head. "Maybe it's both, my friend. Fate and action intertwined." They laughed together, savoring the fresh air and the promise of a new day, each finding truth in their beliefs and in their shared adventure.